Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of A.T.O.M RPG. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in the cargo hold of the ship. You can see the ship if I zoom back a little bit. You can see the things that we could see upstairs, but not right now. Right now, we are continuing the exploration of this whole place, because we were talking to people and trying to figure out what missions we can get over here. Before you stands a thin, aged man in a cloth hat. His eyes look sunken into his skull because of the black rings around them. The eyes of the old man, though, seem pretty sharp, like those of a hunter. He's got you in his center of attention. The man does not tense up too much as you come closer, but still, he takes some measures to prepare himself for conflict. He grabs his revolver tighter, bends his knees a bit, and gets between you and the door that he obviously guards. "What do you need, kid? Forgot something? Don't you know whose room this is?" I do. I'm gonna pretend I do, but I don't. I need to see your boss. I have something to tell him. Oh, I'm preparing to laugh already. Well, go ahead. Tell me why I should let you into our boss without invitation. I'm not gonna go into your boss, thank you very much. Is my real father. Because I'm from Fyodor Maximovich. We have some things to talk about. Well, if you're from him, I don't think I am. It must be really important. Go on, tell me what he wants, and I'll tell the boss. Oh no, but I can only talk to your boss because of my speech checks. The old guard sees how serious you are and shrugs his shoulders. If you know less, you get to sleep better, as they say. Go on, get inside. Quickly now, until I change my mind. And remember, no shenanigans. No shenanigans. Now, I should check. I should make sure I remember what I'm doing here. Because we have 4 missions in Paragon, and 2 of them are to get out of here, as far as I know. So, a lawman who is in Falkalevka, send me to chat with Kalindra. I still need to meet Kalindra, so that's not it. I need to convince Leonia Abramov, the head of traders, to accept Fyodor Maximovich, there it is, that's the one, as their judge in yeah, right, so this is a mission from here, actually. So this is Nikolai Siplovsky, maybe? I don't know, because there's the head of the traders and the head of the guards. Anyway, he's one of them, and I don't know which one, because we're just exploring. You carefully step into the main trader's quarters. I guess we know that already. Here's Steve Jobs. He's busy with some documents, but as you come in, he studies you for a bit, and then asks. I can't make a Steve Jobs impression. I don't think I've ever heard his voice. What business do you have with me? He asks. Fyodor Maximovich sent me to deal with you. Wait, but not to deal... Not in that sense. I'm not gonna kill you. Leonia Abramov, that's his name, his gaze grows stony, and he straightens his back. Deal about what? See, it wasn't about killing him. Well, although I could do that. So let's see. He wants you to leave your post and give him full control of trade in Paragon. So he's the head trader. That is... He didn't really tell me that he wants to do that. Or not necessarily that. So I guess it's up to me. He wants to take care of you as well as the head of the guard permanently. Oh, is that what he wants? To kill them both? Maybe it is, because that would explain why I'm so readily able to kill him. He wants to enforce the rule of law in Paragon. It's pretty shaky right now. Do people in Russia not know what rule of law is? Because I made a comment in when I was playing Fallout Nevada, which is also from Russia, at least by Russian developers. And there's this whole quest line in Fallout Nevada where somebody is referring to the rule of law, or rather, they're referring to a tyrant, and they call it the rule of law. The tyrant. That's precisely the opposite of the rule of law. Rule of law is an historical term. It, on the face of it, means whatever it needs to mean, of course, and that's why I ask, maybe in Russian, or in the Russian language, or in history of Russia, it was changed and deterred, just corrupted, the meaning of it. But historically speaking, I think it's from the early 1800s, and it came from France, I want to say. I'm very hazy on the details, but it's sort of an understanding of the way law. Well, it's a derivation of the way law was implemented in classical societies, but it's not necessarily inspired by it, because it's inspired by the understanding that it was, and that's where the name itself comes from. At the face of it, it just means the law applies to everybody, and that is why the law rules, and that's what it means. When you have a tyrant, which is what's his name? I forget. Maximovich. Yeah. What I think he wants to do. At least he doesn't necessarily want to be a tyrant. He wants to rule. He wants to be the tyrant and dictator have different meanings. He wants to be the dictator, but not necessarily in a tyrannical way. Although it's kind of tricky to go into that particular rabbit hole, so let's not necessarily go in that. Rule of law basically means that everybody is under the umbrella of the law, and the law applies to everybody the same. And that's what it means. And sometimes like there's different caste systems with different laws for each other, and people complain that's not the rule of law, when technically speaking it still is, at least from an historical perspective. I'm not saying that the law should be different for different castes. I'm not saying even that there should be different castes in a society at all. But what I mean is, it's so far removed from even arguing that a tyrant is the rule of law that it's just, that's... So, and I ask that because maybe it is rooted in some... it's like the whole bureaucrats thing. Bureaucrats or bureaucracy has a very specific meaning in Russia that I learned since I started playing this game. Because it is as well rooted in history and the way it's used and the way bureaucracy affected and basically tormented people, really, throughout the 20th century. And I don't know if these days that word is used, and I'm not really sure how the current... regime works in terms of bureaucracy, but of course, that's why I ask, and I saw that before in another game, so yeah. Anyway, just meant to, because I might go with that line, and that's why I'm going on that rant. He wants to give the seat of power. He wants to give the seat of power in Paragon to Krasnoznameni. I'm not gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with this one. Let's see where it goes. Because it's as I was saying, I was probably gonna go with this line. Let's see if I'm mistaken on how I'm seeing the situation. Leonia takes off his glasses and starts polishing them with a handkerchief. He thinks straight. I agree with a lot of what he says Leonia. The trader slams his fist down on the table, I assume, otherwise it would be weird. It's so sudden, you jump a bit. That's what slamming is. He can just fuck himself for all I care, says Leonia. The old fool wants to enforce his will on me. See, I was right. The only will he needs to produce is his final will. Ha! The best jokes. God damn it, he says. I'm surrounded by bastards. Why-eyed? And as quickly as he flared up in rage, Abramov falls calm again. He sighs and continues cleaning his glasses. Now, here's a swell offer for you. Kill Old Man Maximovich and Siplovsky, which is the head of the guards. The head of the guards, right there, he explained it. Along with him, I'll give you 1,500 for each one. Good money that you will use wisely. What do you say? Why don't you send your own guys after them? Why don't I send you instead? He asks. I don't trust a lot of people, and those I do trust are too honest for such a job. You're a suspicious fellow, but you'd like to get your hands on some cash, no? Plus, what are you going to do? Tell them I tried to hire you? That's old news. They both know I want them dead. Which means they... Well, I guess we could see that coming as soon as he also involved Siplovsky in this whole thing. That if I talk to Siplovsky, he's gonna ask me to kill the other two. Which is... yeah, I hadn't read I hadn't read the description of the quest, or what we were told as Maximovich wanting them both dead. But I think that's what the subtext was trying to imply there, and I didn't see it. I don't know, can we discuss a bigger sum? Perhaps, but only after you dispose of the 2 pains in my ass. Hold on, you should try to deal with Maximovich first. What's there to talk about, he asks. Choke the life out of him, and that will be that. But no. He's actually trying to take your business away. No, wait, the opposite of that. I'm very good at speechcraft. He's not actually trying to take your business away. He just wants to contribute by solving problems. That doesn't sound very convincing, but he's gonna fall for it because my speechcraft is amazing. Leonia Abramov thinks this over for a few minutes, and seems like it seems like your words have done the trick. He just wants to help me solving problematic situations. He asks, rephrasing my sentence needlessly. Well, that doesn't sound so bad. Screw it. I agree to delegate him some of my work. That doesn't... Well, that... The choice is there. So I have... Do I have a quick save over here? That's my time. No, it is not. That's the in-game time. And we have this save. Yeah, the quick save is the latest one I have. So that's probably, yeah. So I'm not gonna talk to him right now. I'm gonna try and talk to the other guy and make sure that the quests are indeed to kill each other. And I want to see the leader of the guard, or I want to see his what he has to say, basically. Let's have a chat with these people. Oh, they don't chat, do they? Okay. That guy's dodge. Yeah, that's what you say to people who fight, not to dogs. Well, unless you're the owner of the dog and know what you're doing. Oh, right, this dude over here. I'm not paid for talking. Well, it's blatantly obvious why you're not. We have 13 rubles over here. Not very good prices, so I'm not even gonna bother. A tall blonde of around 30, a blonde woman of around 30, with wide shoulders, strong arms, and a scar going through the right half of her face, lights a cigarette from a small electronic device. That's interesting. I thought that was a vein. I was gonna say she's really upset, or she just has a vein in their forehead. It looks like a miniature blowtorch. Which would be... You guys don't have... That's not an electronic device. You guys don't have cigarette lighters in I guess pre-war or Soviet Russia anyway. Is that not a thing? Is that all Zippies? The little ones that just, you know, are different that I don't know. I call them Zippy, but I have no idea if that's the correct name. And anyway, after that, she turns to you and answers a question nobody even asked. I'm not interested in mercenary work. I'm on vacation. Bother someone else, she says. And if you're not on vacation, what kind of mercenary work would you offer then? I'm a mercenary. I fix people's problems in exchange for money. But a few months ago, I decided to take a rest from it all, so I joined this here guard regime. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. It's an English word. I just don't know how to pronounce it. You're taking a rest by working as a guard? The woman sends a ring of smoke in your direction. After what I saw and felt on the battlefield, guards' work is like a vacation. I don't even need to shoot people every day. The battlefield? You mean a war? Countries were involved. Are you an experienced mercenary, I guess? Well, I guess maybe. Mercenary. Mercenary could do guard work as well. What is this? Anyway, what's your kill count? The woman takes out a weathered Nagant pistol and spins it on her fingers, showing off tens of tiny lines carved into the barrel. I keep score by putting lines on my Matilda's barrel. And get this, if you're just small fry or civilian, you don't even get a mark. What pushed you away from mercenary life? The woman shrugs and spits on the floor. I don't know. Maybe I just want to change my life a bit. Maybe I got tired. Or maybe, you know what? The woman looks you straight in the eyes for a minute or two. Finally, she nods, sighs, and continues talking as if there was no pause in your conversation, which is the way people talk. They talk. Maybe I got burned out when the baby I was pregnant with started coming out prematurely. Coming out prematurely. You know, one day it was just started to come out, and I was like, oh, that's not all right. Anyway, that's a weird way of phrasing it. As I was hiding on a battlefield, shooting drug-crazed savages with one hand, while pulling this bloody lump of dead flesh out of my body with the other. She laughs. Something broke inside me that day. I just didn't notice. Let's change the subject, okay? Yeah, that was not about being prematurely. It's just you miscarried. That's not the baby. That's just that's a miscarriage. There's a name for that as well. I don't know the name for the cells that are dead. Anyway, for the fetus or whatever stage it is at. The woman exhales a cloud of smoke from her newly lit cigarette, which is probably the reason why she keeps spitting on the floor. She smokes so much. Are you a local here, or are you from some other place? I'm from the north, but I haven't visited my place of birth since childhood. I came here straight from Sevastopol. No jobs there currently. Is that an actual city? I only know that from Alien Isolation, which is the name of the space station that the game takes place in. Maybe it's a reference, but that does sound like the name of a city, actually. So what are your thoughts on this place? You people live in the safest place around and don't even know it. I can't keep myself from laughing when I hear some of your peasants cry about bandits or the unfair government. They don't know what they're talking about. What do you do for a living? I'm a guard and a military consultant at the same time. Before this gig, I was feeding myself thanks to the tiny wars going on around the wasteland. It was pretty fun until one moment. And that's that. Rumors? I don't know. Everything is so safe and childish around here. Even the rumors sound like they were made for little babies. For example, a hot piece of news concerns a guy who made himself a pet mermic. Again with the mermics. That's why I have a vein popping out of my head. Such random acts of foolishness can only be thought of if you have nothing better to do in life. And again, this city references other things. I wonder if we can do something with that and she would be like, there's this guy that had a pet mermic that got shot in the face. Or the pet mermic turned out to be a deathclaw. Or something. If I did something with that guy. But I guess that's that. Oh, I thought she was going to come with me, because every time I see a mercenary, I'm like, please join me, honey people. Well, mules, for the most part, because I need to carry stuff. So I can sell. Well, that's that, then. Can't take that. It's all good. Let's get out of here. And then I'll come back. And we'll see what we're going to be able to do. But first off, we're going to mess with... Well, first off, we're going to go upstairs. That's not the point, though. If I can find the way upstairs, of course. There it is. Okay. Yeah, this is a pretty long ship. So that's why I was sort of lost, because... Yeah, anyway. Yeah, we're going to talk to the leader of the guards, whom I believe will want to... Actually, that would be who will want to... want me to kill those two as well. Unless, of course, I want to save it or I want to deal with it in a peaceful way. Then again, how peaceful could it be? Giving these guys over to Krasnoznameni? Who knows? I didn't like the people of Krasnoznameni all that much, but then again, I don't like these all that much either. So I have no idea where the guard is, but I do know it's Nikolai Siplovsky. I can kill him, but should I? Oh, look at that. Alternatively, I can kill him. It says right there. I just don't read the whole thing. Why don't I read the whole thing? Because well, the reason why I like journals is so I remember what I need to do. Not for me to remind me of what I need to do, but just to have like a tick. And that's because a tick? That's not a tick. Is it? Well, I guess it's a check mark. And that's because I grew up playing... Oh, I can't take that one. Playing Fallout 1, where the quest descriptions are super vague. And, well, not as vague as just the title of a quest. We got a vampire over here. A young girl wearing tight leather from head to toe, painted in beetroot-based mascara, I think that's how it's pronounced. And Cole seems to be waiting for someone impatiently. When some humble dweller of Paragon comes into her line of sight, she quickly flips him off. Apparently Paragon... No, maybe that's just him as in him or her. I was gonna say... Do we have many women in Paragon? We do. Yeah, I suppose. Anyway, so she quickly flips them off, or shows them her tongue, which... Oh, flips him off. It's the birdie. That's what it is. Ah, right, I forgot. Yeah, that's what it means. I didn't know. Or I did know, I just forgot. Anyway, she shows them her tongue. Even you get flipped off before the girl spits on the ground, because she smokes so much, and starts talking to you. Hey, ya moralist monkey! You here to punish me for antisocial behavior? Come on, you can even spank me! The girl looks around and gets out a tiny knife held by a keychain. But if I won't like ya, if I don't. Oh, well, I guess, yeah. If I won't like, she can say like that, she's all too quirky with her dialogue. Your pretty face is going to be all cut up. That chica is here to provoke you. Look at her. She's but a child, El Niño. Are you... Is that... What? Anyway. Is it... What? Okay. Why did he say El Niño? Is that supposed to mean anything? Or is it just a Spanish word that he shouts at? It's like when I'm trying to speak German and just say Volkswagen out of nowhere. Do not cause this one harm, says Lennon. Whatever you do, the children, they are pure at heart. What are you mumbling, Baldy? You want to get cut up as well? I wasn't ready. No, this is a see you. Okay, let's talk, okay? I don't know. A moralist puppet. Puppy would also fit. Let's go with puppy. A moralist puppy such as you might not be ready to talk with the likes of me. Try if you dare. Why did you call me a moralist? The girl furrows her brow and laughs. How else should I call you? Moralists are people with grandpa morals. Is that how? I've never heard of the word, so I suppose maybe it is. I don't know. You believe in kindness and love. Is that what grandpa believes in? Yeah. Even though those are just brain chemical reactions. Hello, stupid. Nobody respects your ways anymore, as well as the stupid USSR anthem and all that old folk stuff. What is the USSR anthem? Is it the Internationale? Maybe it is. I don't know. I think I've heard it. Yeah, it's not the same. Anyway, I was just wondering. It doesn't have anything to do with what she's saying. Why are you acting so provocatively? Is she? Or, I mean, what do you mean provocatively? Because provocatively I sort of associated it with in a sensual manner, but that's not what it necessarily means. It just means to provoke a reaction, and it can be any sort of reaction. She is... Oh, okay, so why are flipping people off is what I'm asking. The girl laughs hysterically, like... Oh, provocatively? You poor baby, you think you have it rough? Try growing up without a father, she says. Didn't I? I mean, I don't know. Did she say anything new? The girl's eyes are set ablaze. Oh, right. And by the way, you kind of look like my dad, she says. Maybe I should cut you up just for fun. That wasn't... I thought that was implicit in the whole... She getting out a knife for no reason. Tell me about your life philosophy. Which, by the way, is just, you know... It's called morals. Tell me about your morality. It's basically how it works. Because morality is just basically a moral judgment of things. And if you have principles, you have a philosophy, and you have morality. If you just switch around, then I guess you can argue that you don't have morality, but then even that sometimes can be morality. To be amoral on principle, because it's still principles. I'm sort of fumbling the explanation, but what I'm saying is she has a morality of her own, and I'm asking about her morality right now. And she says, it's only philosophy to you, as if, what is not only philosophy? What do you mean by only philosophy? I'm not saying to me, it's just the way I roll. Got it? Anyway, I think the coolest thing ever is like to be ultra badass, and I'm strong and caring, and not caring about stuff. Apart from the strength, I care about the strength and about being badass. But apart from that, I don't care about anything else. I'm against morals, except the ones I just said. Yeah, it's a old man crap, as is religion. People don't even believe in God. It's all lip service. I can kill a man, she says. Easy peasy. Maybe I already killed one, huh? Think on it. Got scared, huh? You should be. You should be. My heroes are not goody-goody like guys from A.T.O.M. Apparently. Sure. Because I was gonna say maybe there's no girls from A.T.O.M. I would say probably not. I like bandits and like, serial killers, she says. See? Yeah, I want to grow up a killer. A mass murderer of millions. I don't find people like that bad. I respect them, since I don't have... She used the word since. Okay, she used the word since. I respect them, since I don't have a moral compass. Like, when a goody two-shoes watches a VHS of some popular movie like First Blood, he hopes Rambo survives and, people understand that he's traumatized by the horrors of wars. I've never watched Rambo. I have no idea if that... Is that what it... It sounds... plausible. But I always hope the cops kill him in the end. That sounds that's interesting. That's very interesting. It sounds so weird because there might be multiple layers, although maybe there isn't. Because you sort of would hope that she hopes that he kills the cops, because that would be sort of more of a sort of a conservative mindset, which is, I believe, what she's actually saying, especially talking about the old man and all this, and grandpa and whatever. But no, she like goes the other way around. Was Rambo fighting the cops? Okay, so that... So, okay, so I'm wondering if Rambo was fighting the cops and... or had anything to do with just fighting the power, which sounds to me very much not like grandpa morality that she said, which would probably mean that she would like Rambo. No? Okay, I don't even understand. Maybe that's the point, is that she's all over the place. Anyway, my favorite part was when he impaled a cop on a stick. Wait, kill him in the... Okay, yeah, she's all over the place. There's very little through line here. Anyway, she says, my favorite part was when he impaled a cop on a stick and there was blood all over. He was indeed fighting the cop, so it does sound like a little bit of an anti-establishment narrative just on the face of it. I don't know. I wouldn't hope that... I don't know. I wouldn't hope to understand, because I've never seen the movies. I even became thirsty after seeing so much blood. Scary, huh? I'm half vampire, you know. I did, yeah, I was wondering about that. My heart is forever closed for love. I only love my daddy, except she wanted to kill me because I looked like him. But when I was around 5, he went to barter for some cigarettes and never came back. Oh, she heard this story and decided that it was her story, huh? Because obviously, yeah. Oh, I hate boys, she says. They are dumb, stupid dum-dums. Once we were hanging out near a bar, and a priest walked out, so we cut his head up. And she laughs. Not hysterically. I don't know, maybe she does. We stole his money and got ourselves some booze. Okay. I'll talk to you later then, because we're out of time for the day, and I think she's just going around in circles now, talking about stories that she read in a book. Anyway, for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Atom RPG. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.